We've got fully drywalled walls, a mudding and taping stage. Or is it tape then mud? We talk about this every time. Ooh. Ah. Do you see this? Let's do a little test. I'll stick it up here. How much do you want to bet it will not make it to the recycling container? Look, everyone. Look where it is. We've been waiting on this for a really long time. I think we have to give up on this for now, sadly. Welcome to the Bee's Business, or welcome back if you've been here before. This is episode 9 in our House to Home series. In this series, my husband Brandon and I are focused on creating the master suite of our dreams. Today, our specific focus is on the laundry room, which is right before you enter our master suite. It is moving from our downstairs bathroom to an upstairs location that is dedicated entirely to being nothing but a laundry room. I am so excited at the opportunity to have my laundry upstairs. It just makes sense to me. This is where we get ourselves dressed in the morning. It's where we take our dirty clothes off for the day. And so it just seems logical that we would also wash our clothing upstairs as well. But before I take you along on laundry room shenanigans, we're doing a little bit of decorating here in our master suite. We are staying in this room on a regular basis, sleeping in here every night, and so it is time to just liven the place up a little bit, make it feel a little more homey, and so that is what we are doing here, and then we will get to the laundry room. Yes, husband, I'm ready to do this. Oh, okay, we're leaving, but we can take care of the screen first. I forgot about the screen. So yes, we're leaving. We need to go to town and we need to go to the bank and get the grocery orders, but let's do the screen first. We need to put a screen in. We finally got the dang screen, so now it is time to actually put it in. So,
all right, coming up with it.
Up, like up outside with it? Right? Like not... Yeah. Or up here with it.
I could have left it here and you could have handed it to me, but yeah, I'm going to come up the ladder with it.
Alright. So we are trying to install it now. It goes in this sliding door. And while he's grabbing that, let me just tell you a little bit about this whole experience. When we had our garage built and we designed the master space up above it, all of the interior work Brandon has done entirely on his own. The exterior walls were put up by the people who, the construction company we used, or our contractor and his company. And there's a whole lot more about this in our House to Home series, so I'm just giving you like the tiniest little bit right now. So if you want more of the details, then definitely check out our House to Home series. But anyway, I do this a lot, and I just lose my train of thought. Also, the sheets are in the wash, so we're going to need to make the bed later. Just saw that, so I decided I'd throw it in. So anyway, when we had the whole exterior of the garage built and I chose these sliding doors, they came with a generic screen, and our contractor was like, no, you cannot have a generic screen. You need a good quality screen for this door, so he upgraded us. I know, we paid for it, but anyway, he sounded like he was doing something nice in the moment, and it was nice that he took the time to do that for us and that it fit in our budget. Oh, Brandon's here already. Okay, I'm talking too much. Whoops. So the bottom line here is that we've been waiting on this for a really long time. Over a year.
Really long time.
We've been waiting on it for over a year since they've been done and have left our property. So that kind of gives you an idea of exactly how long we've been waiting, because the sliders were picked relatively early on in the process. And so we waited the whole time that they were actually here doing work. We were thinking maybe the screen would come in, and then they were done. They left our property, have not been back, and that's been over a year. So it's been a whole thing. Oh, I'm stepping on stuff. It's been a whole thing. I'm going to put you down so I can help Brandon with this screen now.
Just do it.
Or maybe he's just gonna do it.
go.
And that.
So, alright, well, so. Yeah, there's another one of those.
Is that a problem with them on?
No, I put them on, but it says you may need to use them, so on the top there's another one.
Oh, so take it off?
Yeah. Pull straight up.
You'd have to like break the door to get it in. Oh my gosh. Alright, this is really dumb. You've now watched us for 11 minutes. I'm gonna have to fast forward this. We've been trying this for over 11 minutes. But anyway.
Unless I could pull, it doesn't make sense, I'd have to pull this down, but.
No, that doesn't make sense. So the problem is when you get it up in this top track here, which is where it says to put it first, then it's just like, there's a little too much there to be able to get it up and onto this track. And the directions, the language in the directions is a hot time. So,
Can you get your little fancy screwdriver thing? I'll try to like pry a little.
I don't think you should have to. I don't want to mess the door up.
Okay.
I think we just need to abandon this mission for now, because this doesn't feel right. I think we have to just... Brandon. I think we have to give up on this for now. Sadly. Might as well do a little update on this space while we're walking through. So let's take a peek. We've got fully dry-walled walls, and Brandon is at the mudding and taping stage. Or is it tape then mud? We talk about this every time. Tape then mud? Mud then tape.
It's the same step.
It's all, well, which one goes on first?
This general step is called taping.
Taping. But which do you literally apply to the wall first? Mud so that the tape sticks?
For flat tape, but if you're using mesh tape, you just stick it to the wall first.
Huh.
It's taping.
And what are we using, mesh or flat? Both. Alright, so this step is just called taping, and it involves mud. Ooh, we're slinging mud.
Oh, this is just the junk.
The junk mud. We're slinging junk mud. Oh, yeah. Kind of got it in the bag. Anyway, so we're fully drywalled. Is this the second coat of mud?
Yes, but I had to wait for some to dry to put the first coat on because of the overlapping seams.
Okay. So anyway, every seam, every nail hole has received at least one coat or two of tape and or mud and or tape, or, you know, mud and tape and mud. And we are getting toward the ceiling. Oh my. That will be the next step. We have some, what are they, pine boards?
Yep.
For the ceiling. And so we're just going to run pine boards completely throughout. There will be more lighting up at the top, but for now there's just that one. And so this whole thing will be wood, which will look beautiful, is the goal. And and then we're gonna be moving washer and dryer up here. This is where they're going to go.
Finish the plumbing first.
Yes, we do need to finish the plumbing. The plumbing up here is done, but he needs to tie the new plumbing into the existing plumbing, right? Yeah. Okay, so, and what?
Finish the vent.
And finish the vent. That vent? No.
I'll make that.
There's a vent for plumbing? Huh, okay.
Create suction if you don't have a vent.
And we don't want suction.
Well, it's like putting your finger over a straw. You need the outside.
Okay, I think, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so, yeah, that's where we're at with that. We have decided to add this little wall. What is this, like 8 inches? 10 inches?
It's 8 inches. Isn't that what you wanted?
8, yeah. Oh, I'm a good guesser. I didn't remember what I said, but...
Guesser,
I didn't remember what I said. I wanted...
9 because it's the sheetrock.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, 8-ish, 9-ish inch little wall, and the purpose for this is 2 things. One, the washing machine's going to go right up against it, so there won't be any behind the washing machine crack over here. I just don't want to deal with that. I don't like how it looks. It looks unfinished, so I feel like having...
Don't walk by the side of a washer and dryer.
That's true. You don't normally walk by the side of a washing machine and a dryer. So having that little wall there, I think, is going to be a nice way to just give it a slightly more finished look. The fan is blowing my dress. Slightly more finished look. And then the other thing that we're going to do is put a shelf up here.
It's to hold 60 pounds.
If you didn't hear Brandon, he said it needs to hold 60 pounds. First, this morning, he said, is it going to need to hold anything heavy? Because he had a plan in mind. And I was like, oh, no, it won't need to hold anything heavy. And he goes, you're not going to put detergent up there or anything? And then I was like, oh, wait. I would not put detergent up there as is, but it would be a lot of fun to have a glass container that has one of those, you know, like you pull the top and the liquid comes out. Usually you use them for drinks, but that would be really nice to have for... You smacked that bucket. Really nice to have for detergent, and then have the detergent right up there so that I can just fill my little cup, dump it in the washing machine. You know, we're going to get the washing machine and dryer up here before the shelf stage happens because we need to figure out how far out from the wall the washing machine needs to go in order for the top of the washing machine to be able to open. And I just stuck my finger in that mud.
Renee.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's alright. I don't...
Putting it on the... Did you put it on the sheetrock on the other side?
No, I put it on the wood. The unfinished doorway.
Lucky.
Yeah, so lucky. Yeah, so... Now he made me forget what I was saying. He's cleaning up his mud turds, as I call them. This looks like it could be a wet one over here, and someone's going to step in it.
Oh, that's probably the one that I already stepped in.
Yep, that was... Let's see. Have I stepped in any more?
I definitely have.
Oh, yeah, you certainly have. Yeah. That's... I don't really think I have. So, the shelf will come out to here or wherever the trim is for this doorway and run to that wall, and I will be able to put some little decor pieces on it, laundry related signs and whatnot, as well as have a container for detergent if I would like it. I would also love to have a container for my dryer balls and have some essential oils up here so that I could be putting those on my dryer balls and then putting that in with my laundry. And I had a friend over the other day, and she made a really good suggestion. She said that they make these things that, like, one piece of it would attach to this wall, and then there would be another piece over there, and a line would run between them that you can, like, unhook. No, it's not going to go straight. It can't go straight. What would it attach to over there?
Exactly straight as here.
No, I pointed over there.
Can't do crooked.
Why can't you have an angled line? It doesn't matter.
Just one line?
Yeah?
Oh, I thought it was, like, multiple.
No, it's just one line. So it's going to be angled. And, like, the line can retract, so it doesn't need to be up when you're not using it. But then when you want to air dry things, you can pull it out, hook it on the other side, and air dry a couple of items of clothing, a couple garments. So I love that idea. It seems like it would be a simple addition. I'm going to Amazon that when the timing comes, but we're not quite there yet, so I'll refrain for now. But yeah, that's an update on this laundry room space. I'm going to be excited to have the laundry up here. It just makes sense because this is where we produce all the laundry other than kitchen towels, and so it makes sense to have the washer and dryer up here. And we'll just have a little laundry basket probably in the downstairs bathroom for when we do need to put dirty clothing pieces away when we're downstairs. And that will be fantastic. So there we have it. Let's go have dinner. My belly says it's hungry.
My belly.
My belly. Progress is happening here in the laundry room. Walls are looking the same as the last time that I showed them off to you, but what is not looking the same is the ceiling. Ooh. Ah. Getting close to being done on this side. Probably six to eight more boards there. And we've got the peak established. I love that we were able to just tuck those little lights right in there and keep things kind of flowing in this very organic looking way. Let's look at it from this angle too. Oh, so lovely. I love wood. I love using wood in my home. I live in a log cabin, for anyone who doesn't know, so I'm surrounded by wood on a regular basis, and being able to add some additional wood into these new spaces we are creating definitely brings both of us joy, and also just helps. Whoa, I'm tripping on all the tools and things in here. That guy almost knocked me over, and now I lost my train of thought. Oh gosh. So, and by adding the wood into this space in these newer areas of our home that we are creating, it helps to tie it all together so that this doesn't just scream, I am an addition and I am entirely different than the existing home that I am now attached to, because that's not really the vibe that we're going for. So here's some other boards that Brandon has pre-cut. They're ready to go up. He just needs to stick them up, but I think he's downstairs getting the kids lunch. I think that's what he was doing. So he's taking a break for a moment, but that's what we have going on in here. And I'm just very excited to see this wood going up. And then I think he's planning to do some sanding of the first coat of drywall or mud on the drywall. And there will be trim around these edges where the ceiling and the sheetrock meet, to just kind of tidy everything there, but we'll paint before we put up any trim. We're not painting the wood. If we do anything to the wood, it's going to be just a clear finish to seal it off and protect it. Not that it really is going to need a ton of protection being on the ceiling, but this lower section here and the matching one on the other side could end up being touched and whatnot, and oils can change it over time and could make the lower portion look different than the upper portion. So I think we will just seal it to protect it, but the walls will be painted. The walls will be painted the same color as the rest of our master suite area. I like that color a lot. It's simple, it's gentle, and then I'm able to bring pops of other brighter, more fun colors in through decorations that are easier to change out. Do you see this? This man. He's an avid drinker of these polar seltzers. Really, it doesn't matter what brand it is, he just really enjoys seltzer water, but that was his resting place for his seltzer water today while he was working. I'm willing to bet that it's empty. Oh yeah, it's empty. It needs to go downstairs. Let's see. Let's do a little test. I'll stick it up here. How much do you want to bet it will not make it to the recycling container in the garage? I think my bet is that he's going to move it from here to somewhere around here on the floor, or possibly even back there. But let's see. I'll try to remember to update you on where it ends up later. All right, I was right. Go ahead, turn the light on in here, and then I'll clue you in on what I'm chatting about. Oh, I'm by the light. Let's turn the light on. Look, everyone, look where it is. Right back there.
Oh. I thought I had put it there once already, and then it was up. Why'd you move it?
Up here? Because I decided that I would have a little challenge that you weren't aware of, where I was going to place it up here and see if you took care of it, because at the time that I placed it up there, it was empty. And therefore, it is still empty now. But instead of you taking care of it, I said, and I can even go back and show you the footage if you don't believe me. No! Now it's just in our bathroom. Way to be, Brandon.
Don't go get it. Don't go get it. It's all dirty in there.
Anyway, so I said I bet that you would put it down here on the floor or even back in there. And you did exactly what I thought you were going to do. It's like I know you or something.
Eli, I told you not to go in there.
I mean, you should know him.
Brandon, this is for you. You're not putting it back in that hole. Come get it and take it to be recycled. Brandon.
Can't be recycled now.
You can't recycle it when it's crunched?
Return it. I don't know. Maybe you can. Alright, come on.
I think they crunch it.
Hey,
It doesn't matter if
Brandon.
it's crunched or not.
We live in one of the 5 states that actually recycle, return our bottles.
Because you pay 5 cents when you buy it. It's not like you're...
I know, but I'm saying that we live in one of the 5 states that do that, and you're not even taking care of it. Anyway, really glad that I saw that and remembered to update you all, because that's comedy right there. Oh, but while I'm here, I should also update you on the fact that
now we're gonna...
the majority of the ceiling is done, and it's beautiful.
Jerk.
Let me
5-heart
view
rock.
it from this side. Oh, look at that. Okay, we're standing back here, headed toward the laundry room. This is what we see.
I was trying to measure...
Ah,
4 is
I was trying... Yeah, so at that time I did this, I needed 4 for my room,
wow.
1.5 for Mama's closet, 1 for the hallway, and then...
Just a little bit short.
that Brandon closet.
We're a little bit short, but it's beautiful. I enjoy it very much. I'm glad that I picked this flat side versus the other side, which would have created, I don't know if I can really describe that well, but if I had had this side out, then it would have created like a little channel where they each meet, and I just didn't want that. I wanted nice and flat. Kind of a shiplap look, I guess, but we're not painting it, so beauteous, and there it is.
Hello.
Ready?
Solid work. Solid work, Keith. Charlie?